An American revolution in talk TV is here. NRA News, Cam and Company on Sportsman Channel.
I'm very pleased to have with us in studio Mr. Chris Williams from Delta Waterfowl. Chris, thanks for joining us, sir.
Not a problem. Pleasure to be here.
Well, it's great talking to you in person. It was a few weeks ago we were talking about this fundraiser down in North Carolina at in the Lacama schools. And there were some folks who wanted to raise money for the school. You all had donated a shotgun, right?
Rifle.
Okay. Now, the rifle that was donated wasn't raffled off at school. The kids weren't selling the tickets at school. There was really no involvement except that the money was going to benefit the local schools, right?
That's correct. Basically, the school is a third party.
Okay.
They're receiving the funds.
But you still had a few folks, and I should note it was a few folks. It was not like a majority of the community said, what's going on here? But there were a couple of folks who said, oh, this is wrong. They should be raffling off a typewriter or a smartphone or something like that. Why are they raffling off a rifle? They thought it was inappropriate. How did the bulk of the community respond to this?
I'll tell you, overall, the response was absolutely wonderful. You know what I mean? That's nationwide. It's not just only the community. I mean, I think we sold tickets in 32 different states. So, I mean, it made it across the wire and back.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's certainly the coverage of the event itself. The guys at the local chapter there in Wilson, they took something that they thought they would see a $200 to $500 $200 to $500 revenue draw. Simply made it $10,000 and $30 to the school camp.
That is amazing.
So
that is incredible. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's a part of our volunteers. It's the core of our organization. Grassroots fundraising at its best. And when those guys see a need, they step in, and that's the best part about my job is getting to deal with those guys each and every day to help them be successful.
Absolutely. And I think this says a lot about the sportsman community. That we do care about our communities. We care about the towns we live in. We care about not only our kids, but we care about our neighbors' kids. We care about those kids in the local school, and we want to see our communities be the best communities that they can be.
That's it, and I mean that goes back to, like you said, outdoors. Sports heritage, the whole 9 yards. Our biggest job as conservationists and sportsmen is to pass that on to our children. And that's one of our big initiatives at Delta Waterfowl is we have a first hunt program, and it's not just for kids. It's basically surrounded by children, but first time hunters. And I mean, we can't expect anybody to stand up on this thing if we don't stand up with them. And that is one of our big programs. Mentored hunts, like we were talking about earlier before we came on. We've got to introduce these kids to the outdoors. I mean, the average age of a waterfowl hunter is somewhere between 54 and 57. I coming in the doors here, I didn't see anybody that fit that framework. So we've got a lot of work to do. We've really got a lot of work to do. So. But that is our goal, and that's just one small piece of the puzzle, but we're dead on it and heading in the right direction.
NRA News, Cam and Company, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sportsman Channel.